Joshua Richter with an investigative report for MNN Mets News Network, the #1 source for the stories that matter. I got to speak with roller hockey star David Werkmeister, a 24-year-old hockey dynamo from Huntington Station, about his history of concussions in the sport.
Growing up, the biggest thing was always wear a helmet whenever you're playing. And anytime we got hurt, we always had a trainer on the side. And it's kind of like what the NFL does now too. They ask you a series of questions, make sure like, oh, what would you run last play? What kind of route was it? Oh, what happened? Do you remember anything? How many fingers do I have up? Questions like that to kind of make sure your mind is where it's supposed to be.
According to data received by the Sports Concussion Institute, 1.6 million to 3.8 million concussions occur each year, and an estimated 47% of athletes do not report feeling any symptoms after a concussive blow. I got to talk to Dave about his past experience when dealing with a concussion.
I've had like 3 of them. I actually had one earlier this year while I was snowboarding. At first, my head kind of hurt a little bit. It was more like shock than anything, but I kind of just like brushed it off. And then pretty much, the next morning I woke up and I had a huge headache. Couldn't get up, couldn't walk around.
A concussion is defined as a mild to traumatic brain injury that happens when your brain receives a hard blow. Your brain is the most fragile organ in the body with the same texture and consistency as gelatin. Your skull provides a hard protective shell around your brain, but upon impact the brain would rattle and strike the inside of your skull, causing a concussion. A large reason for the concern of concussions in the NHL can be seen from this hit taken by Sidney Crosby in the 2011 Winter Classic hockey game as he is struck by David Steckel, a hit that would cost Crosby a year off of his career.
Here's Crosby. Just getting into position. Did he turn, get hit?
Oh, did he ever? Steckel got him.
Wow. When you talk about blindside, didn't look like Steckel was really looking at him, but there's your description of a blindside. Let's watch 39.
He's looking for the puck.
He's trying to go up ice. I don't think that was something.
In the NHL to this day, the league has adopted even stricter guidelines, including what is called a SCAT-2 test, which a team physician can administer checking things like players' balance, coordination, and memory. As of 2011, the NHL requires having an additional spotter on the bench and having clearance from a separate doctor and the team physician. Another test used is called an IMPACT test. IMPACT standing for Immediate Post-Concussion Assessment and Cognitive Testing, which is used widely by the MLB, NHL, NFL, and the WWE to provide a computerized concussion evaluation and a baseline for the athlete suspected to have a concussion. An often highly controversial topic is concussions within the National Football League. Over a 3-year span of 2014 to 2012, there was a 36% drop over that 3-year span in the rate of concussions per player. I wanted to take a look to see what was being done professionally, but the NFL could not be reached for comment.
Concussions are nothing to play around with, though. It's definitely nice to see, obviously, with the NFL, they're taking a way better approach at what needs to be done to prevent them, and guys who do get them, making sure they go through the proper rehab.
I've never requested tests like
Concussions
this.
remain at the forefront of the media as upcoming film Concussion, starring Will Smith, which is about Dr. Bennett Omalu, portrayed by Smith, the first person to publish findings on CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, the long-lasting effects of concussion. We here at Mets News Network will follow up on this continuing developing issue. For MNN, I'm Joshua Richter.
Whatever it